Happy Thursday. I didn't think I'd see you today, but I got done with my everything I needed to do. So I wanted to come in and I wanted to answer just a couple questions. Somebody wanted to know the size of these magnets that I used yesterday, and you can see this is how they come, and it just says small magnets, magnetic disc small magnets, and this is how they are. So my guess is if you look at my thumb and you look at a magnet, it is probably maybe a ½ inch in diameter, if even a ½ inch. Here's a little button, and it's really smaller than this button. So they're just small. It doesn't say anything about them. They come out of Layton, Utah, but that's all I can tell you. They're very, very slim, strong, self-adhesive magnetic discs. So that's all I have on that. Then somebody wanted to know, I wasn't going to say anything about this. Somebody wanted to see what I had done to finish this. So this is what we worked on yesterday. I went ahead and I got into some Ciao Bella, and I added a little pocket there with 2 of my Ciao Bella tags. And then this is the little file folder, and I did a little snippet to match the snippet here. And then this is my paper clip. And I just added 2 little tags back there so you can see it's a paper clip. Added a little bling on the bow and some here, and then the button. And then I added a little princess crown with seed beads and a bulb pin. So this is going in my shop. The reason I'm doing that is because when you do all these craft with me's, I have nowhere to go with all of this ephemera, and so I can't keep it all, so I'm gonna share it. All right, Judy wanted me to create some snippets, and I sat here, I had the camera on, we did these 3 snippets, and once again, yeah, it didn't work. So we are going to start again. We are starting all over. I have my needle and thread, and let's just get busy. So I went ahead and I cut a bunch of laces, and usually what I do is I will put in the very back a lace I don't care about, kind of a throwaway lace, something that just really doesn't matter, just to give it a back. And then I start pulling things that I think might look good, things that maybe I like. And I don't really believe that any piece is too small, and there is no rule as to how many pieces that you should have. But I will say, if I was to do that, you can't see this. So what would be the point of having that? So this is vintage from a doily. And if I want to put that on there, then I probably would go ahead and see if there was a place for this, maybe on the top somewhere. Like that. And then might take these are flowers, so I might take it like that. What do I have? What is here? What is here? This was a piece of vintage lace. It's got a scallop on it, and I like that. Okay, let's trim this down. I think that's pretty. Now, you could take this to the sewing machine, and that is what I used to do. And you could zigzag or straight stitch and just go across like that. And what you're going to get then is this all sewn together, and it's going to look just like that. I have discovered that I prefer to take a needle and a thread and tack this down myself. And I'm going to show you why in just a second. And you don't have to be, you know, there isn't so many stitches per inch or so, you know, you just want to make sure that you get down all your layers so that nothing is going to fall off. Like this. And the reason that I like to do that now is because you have movement here. You have some 3D effect. Instead of it all being all flat, you can, it moves, and I really prefer that over, if I had taken the machine, none of this would move. So when you get to this point, and if you want to make a bunch of these just to have in your stash to pull out, I would get to this point and then I would stop. And then as you pull these out, you'll know, okay, do I want to add beads? Do I want to add buttons? Do I want to add charms? Do I want some ribbon on here? Because let's just say I had this in a stash, and I don't do that. I don't stash. But if I had this in a stash and was making a blue journal, maybe I would want to pull out some sari silk or some ribbon or something. Look at how pretty that is, to just add a touch of blue. And that look, to me, this looks really pretty just like that. And then if you wanted to, you could, I think I really have the wrong box here of ribbons for blues. Although, yeah, see, that looks way too green. Sorry, that's probably making a lot more noise than I would have wanted, but I've got the wrong box here, I think. Oh, that works. Let's add that. Let's go ahead and add this right there. Sew this on. Somebody asked me, would you please sell your your snippets? Can you just please put them in your shop? So I think I'm going to. I'm trying to find other things to sell in my shop other than just my journals. So I think I will probably make snippets and sell them, maybe 3, to make the postage worthwhile, because you probably would pay in postage the same thing for 3 that you would for 1, because they don't weigh anything. So I probably will do 3 at a time. So there we go. That makes a cute snippet. And I think this has enough going on. Depending upon what you want to do with it, you might want to add a charm. You might want to add a tag, like I did on, where are you? Like I did on this one. This has both a button, seed beads, and a charm with a ball pin and seed beads. But this is very beautiful the way it is. So let's go ahead. We're together. Let's go ahead and let's create a different one. Let's do one with some cording. I call it cording. I don't know what this is. It's cording to me. Could be, you know, you can use eyelash trim, yarn, ribbon, whatever you want to add. So I just take a piece, kind of wrap it around. You can add thread. Let's see, yes, I do. I have a piece of this. Let's put this towards the back, but let's have the top of it show like that. So what I do is just kind of look at what I have and say, okay, well, here's a little piece of netting. Let's put some netting back there. See, it gives a different look. And I mean, as you're stacking it up, you don't like it, change it. You don't have to keep what you've got. Just start all over again. Put that on there. And then I can hear somebody asking the question, how many layers? Well, that's kind of tricky. And I am now to the point where I can tell by the feel of it. You want enough texture to be interesting, but you don't want it to be so thick that when you go to set it in a journal that it's just, you can't close your page. That's, you know, that's probably the best way to say how many pieces. You may be dealing with lace that is just ultra thin, and versus crochet work, which is going to be much thicker. I have this little piece here, and look at how pretty that is. So I think let's stitch this. One thing I will tell you that I have found when you're laying your pieces down like this, you don't want a great big X. You don't want the eye looking at your snippet saying, ooh, there's a big X right there. You don't want that. I try to stay away from a piece going this way and then a piece going that way, so that that's exactly what it looks like, is a great big X. Now, you know, if there's nothing wrong with taking this to the machine and stitching it. I used to stitch all my snippets at the machine, and then I stopped because I just found that I was always fighting that flat look and I didn't like it. And I'm not real concerned with my knot on the back because there will be glue. Now, I will be way more concerned with the knot on the back if I am listing these, because I don't know how they're going to be used by the person that purchases them. So I will be, okay, right now I'm trying to get a piece of thread in here. And so far we're not cooperating. So I don't want to give up because I'm not done. Let's put this cording on. So bear with me. Hang on, there we go. My eyes aren't that bad. I have a birthday coming up this weekend. Oh, I'm entering another decade. Oh, goodness. I'm glad to be alive. Bring it on. It is okay. So, all right, we've got this. Look, isn't that pretty? This to me almost looks like it can go into a wedding book. Then we have, hey Maggie, I've got the cat at my feet. Hey Maggie. Let's put this there. Hey girl. Okay. And like I said, this could be ribbon. This could be this thread. You know, if you made a figure 8 with your thread, I mean, see, you have just a little bit more texture. So the thread is good as well. So guys, pull it out. Don't be afraid to use it. So right now we have that, and you could leave this. I think, usually when I work with cording, I would not leave that. Why? I don't know. I don't know. I truly don't know. But I think I am going to put a button right in there. And then depending upon how this gets used, I could add a tag. I could add a charm. I could add just a bulb pin with some beads on it, or a bulb pin with some beads and a charm. This is where you sit there and you keep your fingers crossed that you don't get yourself stuck. And if you get yourself stuck, that it's not a big deal. So let's anchor this down. And if you've enjoyed this video and you want more of it, just let me know. If you have any questions at all, let me know. You can always add sari silk to this. I tend to make my snippets very neutral because I don't stash. I don't sew snippets and stash. Like this here, I don't know what I'm going to do with it, because I usually will do snippets as I go, as I'm working on a journal. So whatever that particular theme is, that is why I need to start getting rid of some of this stuff, because it's too much. And maybe I just will put all of these in my shop and let them go, because they have no purpose for me right now. But oh, isn't that so pretty? And then if you didn't like the loop, you could cut the loop off. Just cut it and you would have tails. We could cut this just like that. Look at how pretty that is. This would be really pretty with gold threads, if you have any gold threads. So we did this. This is the exact same thing that we did here. I added beads. Same thing. I added a button. The same thing here. And then this peach. So guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope that you got something from it. Judy, I hope this was enough. If it isn't enough, let me know. And in a couple videos, we'll sit and chat and we'll just do some more. I'll go cut some more stuff up. And I am going to get to the next envelope. I haven't even started because I wanted to finish the blue set that I had done. So I will work on it tomorrow, but I probably won't get it on until the weekend. So take care, everybody. Thank you so much. If you enjoyed this, let me have a thumbs up and let me know what you think, and I will catch you soon. Thank you, guys. Bye.